In the name of Almighty Allah, the most merciful, the most beneficent, the most benevolent. Today we are starting a series of lectures, and the title of these lectures is Arbitration. In our today's part 1 of this series, we will discuss the important terminology used in arbitration, and we will discuss that what is the connotation or how these terminologies are defined. So let's begin with the name of Almighty Allah, and first of all let's go through the very word arbitration. It is a method of dispute resolution involving one or more neutral third parties who are usually agreed to by the disputing parties, and their decision is binding. That precisely means that this is with the consent of parties involved in the dispute, and with their free consent and with their discretion and desire, if they reach to this decision that we need arbitration to resolve dispute inter se, then of course they can appoint arbitrator, and this is how arbitration can take place. Now let me define here the arbitrator. He is or she is a neutral person who resolve disputes between parties, especially by means of formal arbitration. This word formal arbitration means that for the sake of arbitration, the rules are well defined. The procedure, the pattern is given in the concerning rules, and this is how the scheme of arbitration is envisaged. Moreover, there is always an arbitration clause given in the agreement, and an arbitration clause is defined, a contractual provision mandating arbitration and thereby avoiding litigation of disputes about the contracting parties' rights, duties, and liabilities. Now, here we discuss the types of arbitration, and mainly there are three types which are very often used. First of all, there is judicial arbitration, and that is court-referred arbitration that is final unless a party objects to the award. As a matter of fact, if parties in dispute, they do not disagree with the finding which is commonly known as award given by the arbitrators, then of course that is considered as the final adjudication or the final outcome or the decision. Moreover, there is another type that is known as rights arbitration or grievance arbitration. This is arbitration that involves the violation or interpretation of an existing contract. The arbitrator issues a final decision regarding the meaning of the contractual terms, and whenever the parties in dispute, they are of the view that some of the terms given in the contract inter se parties, and they have disagreement on the real interpretation of the same, then of course the matter can be referred to the arbitrator, and he is empowered to give the true meaning to any contractual term which is being used in the agreement between the parties. Moreover, there is the third type of arbitration, that is voluntary arbitration, and that is arbitration by the agreement of the parties. So parties, they themselves reach to this conclusion without any coercion or without any coercive reasons or without any duress, that we intend to hold arbitration to resolve the disputes between the parties. And furthermore, I'd like to explain here the arbitration board. Arbitration board is a panel of arbitrators appointed to hear and decide a dispute according to the rules of arbitration. And this is really important, as I have earlier explained, that this is as per the formal procedure and rules which are defined or which are given for the sake of arbitration, and underneath these rules this procedure and practice is being taken place. And finally, the outcome of any arbitration is known as award, a final judgment or decision by an arbitrator. And this is how the award or the decision by arbitrator, in fact, if it is rendered and there is no dispute between the parties on that outcome or the decision known as award, then that attains finality, and parties in dispute, they have to comply with the same. With these words, let's conclude our session today, and I look forward to see you in the part second of the series. Thank you very much for your audience. Have a blessed day. Allah Hafiz.